Hi guys, I'm back today again with another video. So suggested by many, I have decided to go for video tutorials more because it seemed easier for many of you. So I'll try to maintain a balance between video and pictures because shooting a video and then collaborating the entire thing together, it takes a bit of time. But nonetheless, I will try to do as many videos as possible, and I'll also try and continue with the pictorials that are there. So this look, as you can see, is the one which I tried to pull off today. It's a very bare minimum look, like it's just the highlighting point of the entire thing is, I think, the teal colored the waterline and lower lash line area. But apart from that, the entire look is very basic, very nude and very light. You can team up this look with any bright lipstick as well, like a wine colored lipstick will look very good, if you want to really get that oomph and that glamorous look. But I wanted to keep it a bit light, so that's why I chose this. And recently, I don't know, I'm like obsessed with nude makeup and light colored looks and all that. So saying that, please go through the video. It is as follows, and I would really request you guys to drop me feedbacks on my videos, because it is something which will be helpful for me. I've just begun shooting videos, and I really need some feedback or any kind of suggestions to make this thing better or easier for you guys to understand or make it more appealing. So I really hope I would be getting some honest feedback from you guys. So here goes the video, guys.
To begin with, moisturize your face with Smashbox's primer plus moisturizer. You can use a normal moisturizer as well. Then people having big pores like I do, you need to put a primer which minimizes the pores, like the pore minimizer from Smashbox. And I have also used for areas like the eyes, the forehead and the chin, the original Smashbox Photo Finish primer. So it gives you a smooth finish. To begin with the makeup, I start with concealing myself with the concealer Maybelline Fit Me New York in the shade Light. And here you will see that I am concealing my eye areas, because while shooting the video I thankfully did not have any dark mark or breakout on my skin, maybe a couple here and there, but apart from that, touch wood, I had a pretty decent skin. One hack about concealing, especially your under eye, is never apply the concealer in a dotted manner. Always, form this triangular shaped mark for, concealing the entire dark circle or the under eye area. Using PAC's mini sponge blender, I've dipped the blender in water. So with the wet sponge blender, I'm gonna properly blend the entire concealer on my face. Make sure that the blending is done really well. Take your time, but you should do the blending really well, because the proper blending makes your makeup look like it's a part of your skin. It doesn't look like something outside of your skin. So next I'll go on with the foundation. I am using Maybelline Fit Me's liquid foundation in the shade Ivory, and I am not much of a heavy base person, so I use very little of the product and I use it for my entire face and neck. You will see I've taken just a little bit of it, and it's going to be for the entire face and neck. So while applying makeup, please guys, I have noticed it many times that your face shade and your neck shade is different. Please avoid doing that. Your face and your neck area should be matching. The shade should be matching, or else it looks very weird when the two looks of a different skin tone. Firstly, your makeup should match your skin tone. So it should not be lighter than your skin tone or darker than your skin tone. It should be exactly like your skin tone. So make sure that it happens. So to set the makeup applied, I use Fit Me's setting powder. I absolutely love this product. When I bought this, I did not expect it to work wonders, but it actually does. And it actually gives a very uniform look to your entire face, your entire makeup. So with a kabuki brush, I am dabbing it all over my face and my neck. And always start with a little. You can always take more product, so don't apply a huge amount of product from the very beginning. Less is more, like they say. So always start with little and then work on if you need it more. To begin with the eye makeup, I used a crease blending brush, angled crease blending brush from Pune stores, and I'll be applying the shade number 5 from the Crushed Berries palette from Nykaa's Wing Kit range onto my crease. So while applying, you don't have to worry much. You can take a decent amount of product on the brush and you can blend it onto your crease. You don't have to be precise about it. If the product is covering up your eyelids, not an issue with it. Just make sure that your crease is actually properly blended. Again, I'm repeating the word blending. It is a really important aspect of doing makeup. Also, while doing your eyes, always make sure that the density of the pigmentation is similar for both the eyes. It should not be like that the one eye is of a darker shade and the other one is of lighter shade. So please do maintain the parity. And I think the best way to do it, again, like I said earlier, is by taking a little product on your brush and working on it as you progress. After you've properly blended the first shade, you can take another blending brush, a flat one would do, and you should take a very lighter shade than the one I've used already, like shade number 3 from the Midnight Rose palette from L'Oreal. And with this shade, you need to blend out the outer edges of the crease. Like, even if the shade goes up to your brow bone, it's not an issue. It's a pretty light shade, so you really need to just blend it out more. Now after that, one thing you should make sure that your brows are pretty well defined, because while we are doing makeup, applying the foundation and the base and everything, a little bit of the product might, it cover up your eyebrows, so it looks very weird, and I really like defined brows. So before proceeding further with the eye makeup, once I have done the base of the eye makeup and everything, I prefer to define the brows. Okay, so now comes the tricky part. This look is about the cut crease method. So the cut crease method is to apply concealer or a primer over your lid and just covering up the area up to your crease. So as you can see in the video, I'll be applying the concealer on my entire lid and I will just cut it out before my crease. Another thing about the cut crease method is that you cannot let the concealer or primer dry up, because what you have to do next is apply shade number 3 from the Maybelline Nudes palette on top of the undried concealer or primer. So you can start with dabbing and then blend it all over the concealed or the primed area. Once done, the same thing with both eyes. Now comes the highlight part of the eye makeup. With any green or teal or jade shade kajal, I have used Lakme Iconics Regal green shade. You need to mark out or border out your waterline, or rather I should say the lower lash line, whichever deem fits to you. So make a pretty bold line with the kajal and make sure that no gap is there. So it has to be a pretty bold filling up with the kajal or the liner. Once done with the kajal, you need to set it, and for that you need to use a very thin tipped brush, and with the shade Deliver Me from Makeup Revolution Color Chaos palette, Deliver Me, I have set the kajal, and a nice blending out to give the blended effect to the kajal, more towards the edges, towards the end of it, towards the outer corner of the eye. So this blending process will also define the shape of your eyes, how you are planning to shape it. So once done with both the eyes, you can use any nude colored kajal as well, that would look good. Currently I am not the owner of any nude colored kajal, so I have used a brown kajal, and I'll fill in my waterline with it properly. And I need to make sure that the green shade and my brown kajal, they don't leave any gaps, because I don't want my skin anywhere to be shown in my eye area. Once done with the kajals, now it's time to define your eyes properly and seal the shape. So with eyeliner, you need to finish this eye look. Nothing dramatic with the liner, like not too thickly worn eyeliner or any dramatic way or any dramatic wings, nothing. Just make sure that your eyes are defined. And usually I prefer to match my eyeliner and kajal's end. I like them to meet, so that gives a shape to my eyes. One drama you can do with your eyes is heavily coat your eyes with mascara. Like I've told in my previous videos as well, I don't prefer wearing fake eyelashes. Thankfully I've got pretty big eyelashes, so that's why I don't prefer wearing fake eyelashes. So I go for heavy coats of mascara, and that's what I am doing now for both my upper and lower lashes, for both. One thing, make sure that if you're reapplying the mascara on your eyes, let the first coat dry. Once it's done, I'll go for the contouring. I did not go for heavy contouring today, so I am directly contouring my jawline and my cheekbone areas with the bronzer. I use the bronzer from Makeup Revolution London. It's a set of bronzer, highlighter and blush in the shade Golden Hot. I don't think that they make it anymore. I got it a couple of years back. So even on the forehead area to reduce the roundness of the face, just to give that contoured look to the face. Not too much, very little of the product, and blend your way all over your face. Once the contouring is done, on my cheeks, I have a little bit of a fat nose, so I prefer slimming it down by applying the bronzer. Just take a very little of it and blend it out really well. So once done with that, now it's time for highlighting your brow bones. So with shade number 11 from Maybelline Nudes palette, you can highlight your brow bones. And you must have noticed that the brush that I'm using is a flat one with the angular tip, so it's easier to highlight the brow bones. So that's what I'm gonna do here. Once done with that, it's time for the blush. Again, take a very little and put a big smile on your face. I'm not smiling enough here, you should smile more, and blend the blush all over your cheeks to give that flushed look. This blush which I use, it's a very lovely shade because it's neither peach or coral, neither pink, so it's somewhere in between. Now, highlighting. They are saying that highlighting is pretty much in this season, but highlighting is something which I have been loving doing since a very long time. Highlighting has been my game. So yes, I do highlight like a beast, as they say. So the temple of your cheekbones, the tip of your nose, the forehead area, the chin area, these are the places that I like to highlight. And of course, it gives a glow to your face, and your pictures, they turn out to be really, really very good. So yeah, you can see what I'm doing here with the highlighter. It's a goldenish highlighter that I have, and it suits very well with my skin tone. Now, coming to the lips. Nowadays, I'm like really obsessed with very light looks and nudish looks. So I am using the shade Walnut lip liner from Lakme's lip liner range, and I'll just very lightly define the lip shape, and I'll fill it up with a brownish nude mocha from MAC. It's from the MAC's satin range. So it's a very highly moisturizing lip color. You must have seen the shade in my swatches video. And I'll fill in the lips, define the lips in a proper way, and I am sorted. The look is complete. You can this look goes with everything, glamorous, subtle, both. So I hope you guys liked the video. Give me your feedback, guys, and take care.